personally, I think this is the biggest risk to Korea at the moment. What's up guys, Fooch from FoochTV here today. Now I'm on the rooftop right now and I'm wearing one of these masks. This is a KF94 mask for extra protection. And no, it's not because of the coronavirus that I'm wearing this mask. It's because of what you see back there. Now I know the sun is a bit rough right now. However, I was saving to film today because today when it's especially bad, and what's especially bad, it's air pollution, or what a lot of people call here misemonji. Now misemonji is actually Korean for micro dust, and as you can see in the back, if you could see kind of back there, it's not fog, it's misemonji. Now today the sky has cleared up a bit today. You can see the blue sky up there, which is phenomenal. I'm very happy about that. If I had filmed a little bit earlier today, the entire sky would be filled with that crap way over there. Now, air pollution in Korea is actually a very serious problem. Now, why is that? Well, a lot of people would say, well, you know, Korea uses a lot of diesel cars. Diesel cars are quite popular still in Korea, although it is slowly changing to electric, but there are petrol cars as well. And also that Korea does not use any nuclear energy. A lot of the energy they use is actually from coal plants, and yes, that those things do cause pollution. However, a 2016 NASA study shows that only about 50% of Korea's air pollution comes from Korea. Now, the other 50% comes from another country in Asia. Now, I don't want this video banned in that country, although I don't think you can access YouTube. And I also possibly want to leave open the option to become a sellout and do some sort of business in that country. So I don't want to explicitly say that China, no, excuse me, some air pollution was in my throat. But how about this? Let's take a look at this map right here. And this is a map of Asia, of course. We can see to the right, the east of us, we have Japan. Now, does that look like there's any air pollution coming from there? No, it's not coming from Japan. Is it coming from North Korea? Well, I wouldn't imagine so. North Korea, although they have some sort of manufacturing, they really don't have a lot, enough to, you know, cause air pollution to come to South Korea. So what is causing all of this air pollution? What is causing all of that air pollution right there? You know, take a look at the map. Where is the closest country that has a lot of pollution? Well, you could see for yourselves right there without me having to say anything. Now, the reason why a lot of this is coming from that country is, of course, a lot of the world is doing their manufacturing in that country, and of course, naturally, that manufacturing for other countries is going to cause a lot of pollution, which is a serious problem, but also as a result of the trash disposal. Now, that country, the way they dispose of a lot of trash is they burn it. Now, when you burn trash, there's actually two ways to do it. There's the cheap, most cost-effective way, which is just burning it. And then there's also the environmentally friendly way of burning it, which obviously costs costs additional money. So unfortunately, this country has set up a lot of trash burning facilities that create this pollution. They're setting up a lot of trash burning facilities along the coastline, burning the trash, and all of that smoke, all of that crap is making its way to South Korea. Now here, people are obviously very upset about this. Everyone even before Corona, I think one of the reasons why Koreans may have been already somewhat used to wearing masks is because wearing masks was already quite common before the virus outbreak because of the air pollution. However, I don't think the country is doing enough to take a stand against this country. It's one of the reasons why I honestly can't understand Korea is focusing so much hate and energy and anger towards Japan. And, I don't want to touch that subject too much today. I will get to it. I will cover it one day. However, it's probably the most sensitive issue in Korea, and considering some of my previous videos, which I didn't think was that serious, caused a lot of outrage, maybe not a lot of outrage, but it caused some outrage, I have to be extremely careful when covering that very sensitive topic, and I still want to master my ability to be more fair and open-minded when covering it, so I'm holding off on that video. However, a lot of people are very upset with Japan. You know, until recently, Japan wasn't doing anything environmentally bad for Korea, except recently they're dumping a whole bunch of nuclear waste into the ocean from Fukushima. I either, by the time this video gets up, because I'm going to have some editing done on this, as you can see, by the time this video is uploaded, I may have already done that video about the nuclear waste dump, or it may be coming up soon, so make sure to check that out. But I can't understand why so many people are still upset with Japan when another country in the region is causing all this air pollution, and it's extremely toxic. You know, think of the young, beautiful Korean babies being born each day into a world that has to inhale this crap, or have to putting a little mask on a baby. And maybe we're not seeing it right now, but the health implications that this will have on people are going to be extremely bad for years to come. It's going to cause a lot of people to have eye allergies. It's going to cause a lot of lung-related diseases. I believe that this should be Korea's #1 priority, taking care of this crap right back here. And the government is doing, you know, a couple of things. They have these vans that go around that are supposed to clean the air. I don't know what the heck that's going to do, or I don't know how useful those vans are. They also have certain procedures or certain levels that when the air pollution gets to a certain extent, they start putting restrictions on, you know, when you can drive or what kind of car you could drive. Some limitations, I think, on factories. Maybe I'll go ahead and, you know, don't take my word for it. I'm going to post right now. You'll see the restrictions when the air pollution gets to a certain level of what they're doing. However, I don't think that is good enough, and I think it's a massive failure on the current Korean government for not making this the #1 priority. Personally, I think this is the biggest risk to Korea at the moment. I've been saying that for a few years now. You know, I used to live here back in 2012. In 2012, air pollution was never an issue. When I came back in 2016, it started coming, but it wasn't until 2017 that this became a very serious issue. Usually in winter and spring, the levels are in the red, which requires you to wear this K94 mask. Look, this is the mask. This cotton mask is what I wear because of the virus. I have to carry around 2 masks with me now. One for the air pollution, which is the more expensive, more safer one, and I carry around this for the virus, just because I am that strongly I strongly believe that, you know, this air pollution is much worse than the virus. And, you know, some people say, oh, well, you know, Korea is responsible for half of it. So, but, you know, I think about it. If the air pollution was half as bad as it was now, the air quality would be twice as better, which means it wouldn't even be an issue. Plus, it's a country's own, it's their own business what they do with their air. So if Korea creates a whole bunch of air pollution because of coal factories or diesel cars, that's, you know, that's their decision to make. And I disagree. I think that's bad. I think the air pollution should be good, and they should limit the amount of emissions that they create. However, if 100% of the air pollution was coming from one country and they were getting the benefit from that, that would be okay. However, another country sending over their air pollution to another country, I consider that an act of war, And I think that is the absolute worst issue we have right now, and we need to take care of it, and we need to take care of it soon, because this kind of makes the country uninhabitable. You know, during the few months when the virus was still getting, was still unknown and becoming widespread, and that country on the map that you see where all this air pollution seems to be originating from, when those factories in that country were shut down, Korea experienced the best and cleanest air it has ever experienced in years. Probably, pre-2017. I've read articles that the air pollution started seriously becoming a problem in about 2015, 2016. We received air quality that was much better than those years, probably pre-2014 levels, while those factories in the other country were shut down. But now it seems that operations are ramping up again, and we have this to look forward to. And it's just terrible. At least people are already wearing masks, so they're somewhat protected. Not everyone wore a mask when the air pollution was serious. They should have. You can definitely feel it in your eyes. You can definitely feel it in your throat, and you just feel that you are breathing something toxic. So I really hope that the current government takes, additional steps to, instead of trying to clean up the air, they should do that as well, but they should really tell the country that's producing the pollution to stop. I don't know what they need to do. Maybe it'd be worth it if Korea paid for that country to have better trash burning facilities, because this is just completely unacceptable. It's an act of war. It's endangering everyone's life, the entire country's life. So many people are going to get sick from this. That's going to be a burden on the healthcare system. It's going to cost the country a lot of money in the long run. This needs to get fixed right now. That's all I have to say about the issue. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, wear a mask with 푸치TV written on it. I will catch you guys next time.